Falkirk TV is proudly sponsored by GM Landscape UK.
John, a wee break from league action this weekend, and it's something a wee bit different. It's a Sunday 12 o'clock kick-off. Raith Rovers in the fourth round of the Scottish Cup. What's your thoughts going into this one?
Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game to look forward to. As you said there, all the ingredients there, television, televised game, Premier Sports. Good to be on that as well. So, yeah, looking forward to it. As I say, two good teams. The Rovers maybe in the league table, maybe in the position they would like to be in. But this is a Scottish Cup tie, and it's all about who turns up on the day and who delivers on the day. League tables and positions in leagues will go out the window, and it's very much, as I say, who's going to step up, who's going to go and deliver, who's going to put a performance on that's going to get through. We obviously are looking to get a Scottish Cup run. We got a Scottish Cup run 2 years ago. We really enjoyed ourselves. Getting to the semi-final, it was a big day for everyone. Obviously it didn't turn out the way we wanted it, but we'd like to get another opportunity to go to that kind of extent, that time scale in the competition. So to do that, we need to deal with this tricky tie. We've been good at home in the Championship. We obviously were very good last season in League One, and this is effectively a Championship game. It's all on the day, whether it be extra time, penalties, it's all on the day, which makes it a little bit more exciting as well. Guys will be well up for it. I think it'll be a different kind of Raith Rovers team that will turn up than what turned up here in the league game. I think we've got to understand that they'll be wanting to make amends from that. It's a fairly comfortable win. It's up to us to make sure that we don't get caught out by complacency.
They've obviously had a new manager come in Barry Robson. Third manager they've had this season, so probably a bit less predictable than you would have liked going into a game like this.
Yeah, because obviously we didn't get an opportunity to see them at the weekend. Their game was off with Morton, doing it at the Gas Lake, doing it in Morton anyway. So yeah, we didn't get an opportunity to see them. They got an opportunity to come here and watch us. I'm sure Barry and John Potter, who were at the game, learnt a lot from that game. So as I say, they've learnt more from us than we learnt from them. We learnt nothing from them. He's had one game, a 3-0 defeat down at Ayr, a difficult game, for the first game for a new manager coming in, doing there. Ayer's been doing particularly well, big strong physical side, direct. Things go against you, and all of a sudden you're coming off with a 3-0 defeat, and you want to try and get back in and get playing, and this is our next game. So I'm no doubt over the course of the 2 weeks now that they've had to prepare, that certainly Barry will have them fired up for coming here, and they'll have a game plan to try and knock us out of the cup. So we understand that. We are trying to look at a couple of formations that they might play against us. As I say, because we couldn't learn an awful lot, and Barry might come in with having now worked with the players for a couple of weeks, different ideas. So yeah, you're kind of balancing it off a little bit. At the same time, we've got to be at our best, and if we can deliver our best, performance, a level of a good performance, then I'm hoping that's enough to take us through.
Just announced as well that our away game against Greenock Morton towards the end of next month has been selected for television as well. I think that will make 25 live TV games for Falkirk since you and Paul arrived. I think the most in Scotland outside the old firm. It's a really, really incredible stat, and I guess testament to the type of football that you guys have brought here.
I hope that's the case. I hope we just not got good pies at Falkirk, you know what I mean? I hope that's the case. I hope that's, they're coming along because they like what they're seeing. We're an entertaining team. We're always attacking. I think that's what people want to see. Hopefully it's for all the right reasons. So another game moved. Friday night to Greenock. We've had a lot of Friday night games over the last couple of years. A lot of them also in League One as well. So we kind of get used to them. It's pros and cons. You get an opportunity to get 3 points on the board before the others play on a Saturday. It can work for you, it can work against you if you didn't actually manage to cash in. So well, it is what it is. So we'll deal with that when it comes along.
And just looking ahead to Sunday's game, Tom Lang, obviously one of the players who's had a lengthy spell on the sidelines, managed to come through that reserve game against Dundee United unscathed. How much of a lift is that to have a player like him back, and also what does that mean for how the team's looking going into Sunday's game?
Yeah, it's great for Tom as an individual. First and foremost, that's going to be the big bonus here. He's been out for a long time. He had an operation in April, and now he's come back in the middle of January. They got a game there, an hour against Dundee United. We've got another bounce game on Tuesday, which he'll take a bigger part in. So I'm delighted for him. He's such an infectious character. He puts everything into everything he's got into everything, and even the reserve game, he's totally committed in every challenge he went into, every header, every pass, everything. He puts everything into it, and it's very welcome to have him back. The squad is very strong. Obviously, we now Cole playing, last week, getting the whole game in. Tom now back, the new players that were brought in. The squad is very, very strong. A couple of niggly wee things have cropped up today, unfortunately, which we'll have to just overcome. Might have some effect to team selection at the weekend, but we'll keep them under our hat right now. But yeah, we're strong anyway. If we lose a couple, then it's not going to hugely impact, because we've got a very, very strong squad now. We're delighted to have that strength and depth in the squad. The idea is to go the whole distance, and we're going to need everyone that we've got. It might look like we're a little bit top heavy in the short term because everyone's available. We went half a season here with two 17-year-olds on the bench, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to them. They're not necessarily first team players as such, but they've been getting on the bench. A great experience for them, and I've said before, it gets them a little bit more money as well. So it's good for them to be involved, but they're not necessarily like actual first team players. They're just young apprentices that have just started, and they're at that bottom rung of the ladder. I'm sure they've had a great education by training every day with the first team and being involved in so many squads and being involved in game day, and you've seen that in how they did well. They did against Dumbarton when they played in the Stirlingshire Cup. Young Keelan getting 3 goals and Flynn got a goal and played really well. So yeah, but we've got a really, really strong squad now, which hopefully is going to take us right to the end of the season. We don't know exactly how we're going to end up. We would like it to be straightforward, but are anything ever straightforward? If you've got to go into playoffs, we need enough players to play Tuesday, Saturday. We're going to have games. There's an Airdrie game that's already got to get fitted in, and no doubt, there might well be other games that might have to get moved because of Scottish Cup ties. Whether we're in it or not in it, there might be somebody else. There is a date in February for those dates, for those games, so it shouldn't interrupt that, but it might be further down the line. And we might need to be able to rotate things around a little bit to keep players fresh, and it's not the same players playing and getting tired and fatigued and then no performing at the best of their ability. So we're building a squad to try and take us all the way.
John, thank you very much for the update and all the best for Sunday.
Thank you.